Hey friends, my name is Kareem.
Let's talk about bullying. The heartbreaking stories are all over the news, and most people you talk to can pinpoint at least one incident in their life when they felt bullied. How does it affect autistic people in particular? Well, some studies reported that up to 94% of autistic people have been bullied. That is an astronomical number, and it's really scary for parents. So what can we do? Firstly, it's helpful to define bullying. There are a range of definitions, but most include the fact that bullying is a behavior that's repeated, intentional, and causes harm. Bullying is the repetitive, intentional hurting of one person or group by another person or group, where the relationship involves an imbalance of power. Bullying can be physical, verbal, or psychological, and it can happen face-to-face or online. That was the most concise and easy to understand definition I found. Examples of bullying can include the obvious, like pushing someone or calling them names, but it can also include more subtle actions, like spreading rumors about a person or excluding them from groups. The long-term impact of bullying is concerning to be sure. It can lead to low self-worth, depression, anxiety, eating disorders, a lack of trust, and other mental health challenges. But it can also cause kids to try to avoid school. If a kid doesn't feel safe at school, they don't want to go. And if they don't go to school, they're missing valuable classroom time. Why are autistic and neurodivergent kids at higher risk for being bullied? In their 2020 article, researchers Forrest, Kroger, and Stroop discovered that kids who rated higher on scales of being resistant to change and kids who weren't tuned into the social situation were the kids most likely to be picked on. Well, those are two major facets of autism. Sometimes not being able to read social cues can make it hard for autistic people to even tell if they are being bullied. So direct instruction of social skills is critical in empowering autistic people in that kind of situation. In a school setting, you could use a school-wide system, like that described by Ross and Horner in 2009. They didn't even have to use bullying language to see positive results when they implemented positive behavior supports. They framed all behavior as either respectful or disrespectful and told students that they were to stop, walk, and talk. Students were to tell each other to stop if they were being disrespectful, walk away if it continued, and tell a teacher if it still didn't resolve. All students and teachers in the whole school were given these rules and encouraged to use them. Now, because this didn't select only a few kids, nobody felt singled out for intervention, which can sometimes lead to more bullying. And I really like how this program didn't label specific kids as bullies, just people who forgot to be respectful. We all have bad days. For kids who might need more support than can be provided in a school program, Aiden et al. Used an interesting device called a power card. These cards pictured kids' favorite characters telling them how to respond in difficult situations. They were paired with stories that mirrored the kids' own experiences. So for example, if you have a child who loves the Hulk, but has a hard time standing up to others, you'd create and tell a story in which other kids are being mean to the Hulk, but he turns to face them, firmly tells them, "Stop, I don't like that," removes himself from the situation if he needs to, and then tells a grown-up. Each child in the study got a card with their favorite character and a reminder of the steps to carry with them. And it increased their self-confidence in dealing with bullies. Everybody wants to be like their heroes. More great news is that parents are incredible teachers. Really, studies show that parents are great at teaching social skills to their kids. Not only talking about what to do in certain situations, but role-playing those situations as well can increase your child's confidence in standing up to any bullies they may encounter. Working on this skill specifically may also increase the likelihood that your kid comes to you if they're having problems with other people. It opens the lines of communication. If you have little ones or you're with your kids when they encounter tricky situations, you can step in to help. I often find myself kneeling next to my preschoolers across from a bigger kid and saying things like, "If you don't like what he's saying or doing, you should tell him to stop. If he doesn't stop, find something else to do. And if it's still a problem, come tell me and I will help you." So whether your child's autistic or not, bullying is a real tragedy, and we as parents need to help our kids develop skills to advocate for themselves and others. We're the first line of defense. So teach your kids this week. Stop, walk, and talk.
Don't forget to subscribe for more fun. Bye-bye, superstars.